Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Archakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught us the truth. This is your brother Awab, back at you again with another lesson all through the spirit and power of Bahashem, Yahshai, Bahashem, Archakwadash, entitled America Will Burn with Fire. America will burn with fire. And that's America's judgment. That's America's future. Destiny. They say everybody got a destiny, everybody got a fate. This is Babylon's fate. This is America's fate. America is Babylon the Great. It says, let's look up that word fate real quick. Definition of fate. It says the development of events beyond a person's control, regarded as determined by a supernatural power. This is Babylon's fate, man. This is their destiny, their predetermination, God's will. This is fortune, heritage. This is their heritage. And it said that it's beyond a person's control. This is beyond, human control. This is beyond America's control. There's nothing that America can do, its leaders can do to try to avoid, to deter, to prevent what the Lord Yahweh Shai has already willed and purposed and planned. It's already written, as it said, it's written in the stars. It's already written in the stars, man. This is Babylon's lot. This is America's lot. Their destiny. The events that will necessarily happen to a particular person or thing in the future. And it's already written that this would happen to America. It's already written that America would be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, that it would never be inhabited again, as it says in Revelation 18:2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. It's fallen. Who is this? What is this Babylon the Great? Is America. Lord can't just come out and say America. If he put America instead of Babylon right here, everybody would be saved, man. All the Israelites would listen. And whether it said America or not, right here, the other nations are finished. They can't receive salvation from the Lord Yahweh. The Lord isn't coming back to save everybody. He's come back to save the Israelites. And he's not even come back to save all the Israelites. He's come back to save the elect of the nation of Israel. So it says, it's fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. So it's going to be desolate, man. Nobody's going to dwell in America ever again. Once it's destroyed, and this is prophecy. These are what the prophets of old seen, man. In Jeremiah 50. And we're here. This is what we're here to tell you, man. We're not here to tell you that peace is coming to America. We're not here to tell you that tranquility and stability and resolutions is going to come to this place, man. There is not going to be no resolutions. There ain't going to be no, rising up and, there is no bounce back, man. America is falling. It's falling. It's on the decline, man. We're watching America as we speak. As we go day by day, we're watching America circling the drain. I want to look that up. Meaning of circling the drain. Slovakia. Circle the drain. Experience a rapidly worsening situation, apparently leading to failure or disaster. This is America. You might as well instead of putting circle the drain, you might as well put America right here. America is, you see it says informal North American. You might as well just put America right here, man, because that's what it's speaking about, America. America is experiencing a rapidly worsening situation, and not apparently, which is it should say experiencing a rapidly worsening situation that leads to failure or disaster. Ain't no apparently. This is what is going to happen. Is going to lead to failure or disaster. This is America's destiny. This is America's fate, America's future, to lead to failure and disaster. To be in a rapid decline or a state of downfall, especially as leading to an inevitable, utter failure or destruction. This is inevitable, man. It's inevitable. Inevitable. Certain to happen. Unavoidable. This is unavoidable, man. Sure to happen. Bound to happen. Unpreventable. Certain. Sure. Fated. Predestined. Predetermined. Preordained. Necessary. It's necessary for America to be destroyed, man. Look at what America promotes. Look at what America uplifts. Look at what America is striving to be. It's striving to be wicked, man. America isn't striving to be righteous. They're striving to be wicked. This is necessary. It's required. It's mandatory. It's prescribed for America to be destroyed. It needs to happen. And it must happen, and it will happen. Thus say the Lord Yahweh Shem Yasai. These are from the scriptures. These are prophecies from the scriptures that is bound to happen to America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great. Jeremiah 50 and verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. That's going into Russia, as well as the other nations that will team up with Russia. Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, India. And also, America's allies is going to forsake Babylon, turn their backs on America, and join Russia, France, Germany, Britain, and all the other European nations, man, that are in league with Babylon. They're going to forsake America and join up with Russia and shoot their nuclear missiles as well at America, at Babylon. It says, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. And those arrows is metaphorical for the nuclear missiles. The prophets of old, they've never seen a nuclear missile before. They didn't know what a nuclear missile was. They could only, speak the best way that they could with the terms that they had during their time frame. When they seen that nuclear missile going through the sky, it looked like an arrow to them. Because a missile, it's not a boomerang. It doesn't go and then come back. It goes and hits its target, just like an arrow. An arrow don't go and come back. If you shoot an arrow at a target, it's going to hit. It says of a mighty expert man. And if a mighty expert man, he's not going to miss his target. If you put an arrow and a bow and arrow and a mighty expert man, and an expert of shooting bows and arrows, he's going to hit his target. In the NOT, it says, for I am raising up an army of great nations from the north. They will join forces to attack Babylon. Are they going to join forces, man? Babylon's going to be like, what the fuck? And she shall be captured. The enemy's arrows will go straight to the mark. They will not miss. Like you put a bow and arrow on a mighty expert man, he's not going to miss his target. It's the same way with these missiles. They're not going to hit they're not going to miss their target. They're going to hit the mark. Every time. All of them. Every last one of them. Jumping down to verse 13, because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goes by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. This is how we know that it's not talking about ancient Babylon, because ancient Babylon today is still inhabited. Ancient Babylon today is not wholly desolate. Ancient Babylon today is modern day Iraq. And Iraq is still populated. They still have towns, cities, buildings. It's not wholly desolate. You can go to Iraq right now and see that there's people there. So it can't be talking about that. So what is it talking about? It's talking about America. America, the great. Babylon, the great. So let's go to because this is the will of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yasai. Who are you to say, no, I don't want that to happen? No, that's not gonna happen. It's not up to you. You didn't purpose this. You didn't will this. You didn't plan this. This is of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yasai, man. Who are you? Was it Isaiah 46 and 10? Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times of things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. It's not up to your counsel. It's not up to my counsel. It's not up to my pleasure. It's not up to your pleasure. It's up to the Most High's pleasure. It's up to the Most High's counsel. That shall stand. The Lord's will shall stand, man. And then NLT says, only I can tell you the future before it even happens. Everything I plan will come to pass, for I do whatever I wish. The Lord does whatever he wants, man. Why? Because he's the Lord. That's why we call him the Most High, because he is the highest. He created us. He created this world. He created the universe. He created the worlds. He does whatever he wants. If he wants it to, he could destroy us right now. But the Lord is bound by his word. The Lord has sworn that he would save us, man. And the Lord is not a man that he should lie, nor the son of man that he should repent. It says in Malachi, was that, let's see, Malachi, was it 3 and 16? No, where is it? 4 and 16. No, I don't even got 16. What is it? Malachi 3 and 6, maybe? If I don't see it, yep, 3 and 6. Malachi 3 and 6, for I am the Lord Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Lord doesn't change. He could destroy us right now, but the Lord is bound by his word, and he's going to, stick to the script, so to speak, which he doesn't have to, but the Lord said that he would. America is going to be destroyed, and then out of America is going to come the salvation of the nation of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel. So let's go back to that Revelation 18 and verse 8. Revelation 18 and 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. America is going to be utterly burned with fire, man. There's no delaying it. There's no stopping it. If the Lord said that America is going to be destroyed on this day, it's not going to happen a day later. It's not going to happen a day before. It's not going to happen an hour before the Lord has already set. It's going to happen on the very exact day, time, second, millisecond that the Lord said is going to happen. And there's no stopping it. There's no preventing it, man. America's going to be utterly burned with fire. It says in verse 9, and it's only going to take 1 hour for this to happen. America's nuclear missiles, they claim, can reach over here within 25 to 30 minutes, if not shorter, man. It's just going to be, America's just going to be pelted and pelted with nuclear missiles, man, and those nuclear warhead detonations. America's about to be pelted and burnt with fire. And burnt with fire is an understatement, man. America's about to melt. Everything, it says that the very elements shall melt in 2 Peter 3 and 10. The very elements is going to melt, man. So what manner of person ought ye to be in holy conversation and godliness? We know this is going to happen, so we got to do the best that we can so that we can receive that Revelation 18 and 4. Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues, being beamed up and called out of this place and beamed up into the fathership, so that we don't partake of her plagues. What are the plagues? That nuclear destruction, man. It says, verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her. These other nations, man, they live deliciously with America, following after America's morals, their morals, are following after the ways of Babylon. They're living deliciously right now, man. And then what are they going to say? Shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off. For the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. It's only going to take 1 hour for this place to be destroyed, man. America will be burnt with fire, and everybody in it. If you're here on the shores of America, when that nuclear destruction takes place, you will be burnt. You will be melted along with the very elements. You're an element. You're going to be melted, man. The hydrogen, oxygen, iron, everything's going to be melted. Everything, man. And she shall be utterly burned with fire. Utterly. We'll end it up right here in Zechariah 14 and verse 12. And it reads, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. What can do this? What can do this, man? What can make your flesh consume away? What can make your eyes consume out of their pockets? What can make your tongue consume away in your mouth? What can do this, man? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you the answer, which we may sound like a broken record, but that's okay. We'll sound like a broken record. If it gives us the best chance to receive salvation, we'll be a broken record to the end. It's all right, man. Repetition, man. It's the nuclear destruction. The nuclear destruction, man, which quote unquote science says that it burns hotter than the sun. Let's let's look it up. How hot is a nuclear weapon? 100 million degrees Celsius at its center. During the period of peak energy output, a 1 megaton nuclear weapon can produce temperatures of about 100 million degrees Celsius. That's hot, man. That's hot. When does body start to melt? Let's say from heat. From heat. Slacking, man. They bullshitting me. Does fire have to be to melt human? Or say bodies? Surely the fire would be doused rather than quickly, even if the body did manage to catch fire. It says that's why it takes flames around 1600 degrees Fahrenheit over 2 hours or more to cremate human remains. Well, All I know is that's not 100 million degrees Celsius. So that means what? That 100 million degrees Celsius is just going to fucking obliterate you, man. You're done for. If you're here on the shores of America, you're finished. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, to the fold. Before ending it off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakodash, and double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.